Mnasema Matiang'I akuje Kapkatet. Matiang'I akuje Kapkatet. Mtamsupport?
Matiang'I alienda wapi? Alitupita wapi?
Tunasema mambo ya ukabila, tunapiga kura, tunapiga mtu mmoja sana. Aingie kwa kiwanja. Akuje.
Sema jina yako mzee.
Naitwa Geoffrey Ngetich. Naishi Kapkatet hapa. Nimesoma university na sijapata kazi na nimesoma kabisa mpaka saa hii niko bado naomba pombe.
Bottom up.
Na bottom up.
Hakuna bottom up. Uko wapi? Bottom up uko wapi? Mimi ni mlevi.
Kwa hivyo wananchi mko na ujumbe gani kwa Rais Matiang'I?
Tupatane tuongee hapa akuje ground.
Akuje ground. Hapa ni wapi? Kapkatet.
Hapa ndio tunaamlia kila kaunti. Ongea.
Wacha kijana ongee. Majina yako?
Tumeteseka na Kazongo bwana.
Sema majina yako. Sema majina yako kwanza.
Mimi ni Victor Rotich.
Victor Rotich,
So tumeteseka kwa hii serikali. Tunataka Matiang'I akuje tu support yeye. Akue president.
You are a driver.
Majina yako Joseph?
Okay, mimi naitwa Dominic. Dominic driver.
Oh, Dominic Plagat. Okay.
Hatuna kazi. Tunasoma Matiang'I akuje. Tutapatia support ya kweli.
2027.
Alitupita wapi? Alienda wapi?
Wapi wa mama?
Matiang'I huko.
Nini mama? Utaona na mama.
Akuje Tanzania kama
Ongea na mama. Ongea na mama. Mama, rekodi mama anaongea.
Anatupita wapi? Alienda Tanzania. Kama ako Tanzania afukuzwe Kenya.
Mama
president.
Unaitwa nani mama?
Naitwa Evelyn. Kutoka Kericho County.
Oh, Evelyn. Kericho County. Sawa. Tutamfikishia ujumbe. Atakuja Kapkatet.
Tumeshukuru.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV. It is very clear that the Kalenjin nation is complaining just like the other parts of the country. It is very clear that the Kalenjin nation has not benefited in any way from William Samoei Ruto's presidency. It is very clear that Moi took so much development in the Rift Valley compared to one William Samoei Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, why is the Kalenjin nation not happy with their own? Is it a repetition of what we saw in the Gema nation, when they were very much dissatisfied with his emeritus, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, even when he constructed so many roads, even when he took a lot of development in his Mount Kenya backyard. But when you look at the Rift Valley, there are some reasons why the residents are not happy with William Samoei Ruto. In this video, I want us to look at those reasons why the Kalenjin nation is not pleased with their own. If you are here for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, and for our viewers, kindly like the video and leave a comment. Ladies and gentlemen, this country is changing very fast. The current crop of population, current kind of people that we have in Kenya are youthful in nature. We have so many Gen Zs and the millennial constituting more than 61% of the Kenyan population. Kenyan population is just about 56 million. So when you look at the number, the figure of 61% is almost 40 million. And these are the people who are tribeless. These are the people who you cannot even convince as far as tribes is concerned. These are the kind of people who can marry from any community. These are the people who are even speaking the national language, Sheng and English. And they are proud of who they are. This is what William Samoei Ruto is suffering from. He has failed to convince the people of Rift Valley that they have more in common than in conflict. The youth have realized that they have nothing in common other than the language with the president. So that is one reason why they are not supporting him. And that is one reason they are looking at him as an old person. They are looking at him as somebody who does not represent them. Number two, Rift Valley is predominantly an agricultural region. Most Kalenjins are farmers, wheat farmers, maize farmers, name it. When you look at the price of commodities, it is very, very low. They are not getting what William Samoei Ruto promised, the minimum guarantee for their produce. They are not getting it. Just the other day, we saw wheat flooding the market. Yet, what we are seeing is Kenyans being taken to foreign countries to go and farm wheat, to work in wheat plantations. And then the same wheat is exported to Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the farmers, they are suffering. They have been complaining. Nobody has been left out in Rift Valley. And that's why they are not happy with the president. Because they are working very hard, wake up very early in the morning, working in the sunshine, in the rains when it's raining. Lakini haoni chochote. In fact, a friend of mine was telling me that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was better than William Samoei Ruto when it comes to farming, when it comes to agriculture. There is this also issue of the lies that have been told by the government. All the time, lies. Hii barabara kutoka hapa, hii soko tutajenga, hii tutafanya hivi. They are not seeing, they are not happy. They are not happy. In fact, today I was looking at the Standard newspaper headline, and it was shocking. It was all about lies that have gone on an upward, to an industrial level. Uogo ambao umepita mipaka. And they are not happy with this. When you lie to the people will not be happy with your leadership. People want to see something that they can associate with themselves with. They are not proud. Number 4, in my view, literally speaking, there is no development in the Rift Valley. In fact, a region like Nyanza has benefited more, has seen more development than William Samoei Ruto's backyard. Maybe what William Samoei Ruto wants, maybe in the second term, maybe that is when he wants to take development to his backyard. No, the first time. But you see, when you look at the situation, the odds are against him. When you look at his second term, the chances are almost zero. William Samoei Ruto may not win the second term. So they are going to remain like that. You know, during moist time, we would see goats and sheep sleeping on tarmac roads. During that time, you would find farmers on the road trying to harvest and dry their cereals on the road. And people would marvel at this, where other places were, were left behind. And ladies and gentlemen, when you look at Rift Valley, especially the Kalenjin nation, there is nothing to show. When you look at the state of the infrastructure, completely dilapidated. When you look at hospitals, no drugs. When you look at the state of the roads, completely poor. People still living in mud houses, others in thatched houses. And this is where the president comes from. And that is why you understand. There's also the issue of joblessness. The youth, the Kalenjin youth are tamarking just like any other. But this is just a small crop of leaders who have benefited. Those who are close to William Samoei Ruto. And there are few, ladies and gentlemen. You realize that William Samoei Ruto is very happy to appoint people from other regions, especially say like that son of Oburu Odinga and other leaders. But when it comes to the Kalenjin nation, you realize just a few crop of guys who have benefited, and they have been given very senior positions, especially the principal secretaries and those that deals with procurement. And the youth, who are the majority, are still languishing in the villages with their degrees and diplomas. They have nowhere to go. So they have not seen even the value of education. The fact that they wake up every day and see jobless youth tarmacking everywhere is something that is paining them. It is something that is making them see no benefit from the leadership of their son. There is also the issue of conmanship, scammers. Eldoret has turned out to be the headquarters of scammers, where oil job agents have flooded, and they have conned the people from the Rift Valley, and people have lost, they have sold their land, they have sold their cattle, they have sold everything, and they are left without anything. So ladies and gentlemen, when you look at what is happening here, it is going to shock you, and there's nothing that seems to work in the Rift Valley.